What can ever go wrong when your life is embroiled with, well, anything that Hoagie wants to do? I am very concerned about motives and reasoning and what she's capable of, and who she actually kind of is. But that's not the only thing this story is concerned with, is it? Because we've still got Araragi and his history with Sadachi. So, let's get into it. "5 years ago. What did he do or go through to cause the events that has transpired? Really? You're doing a James Bond reference? And with his parents being police, it would have been ingrained into him justice and doing the right thing. Especially so he tried especially hard in his maths classes. And I'm guessing that part of the reason is because of this Oikuro girl and the fact that he hasn't actually referenced any of it or doesn't even remember, apparently. And while I still haven't been fully drawn in by the song of this opening, the visuals is still quite good. Sometimes it's nice just to watch something kind of mesmerizing and slightly confusing. And that's just kind of creepy. Having the whole body twist around, but is Senjugahara going to be alright after receiving and giving physical abuse and then collapsing? Is it much of a puzzle though? Because if you get three things if you get three letters, it's like, oh, okay, you do A and C. Wouldn't you then also check B to see what that says? I'm not sure if it was meant to be, but the slight interference and noise in the sound, like coming from an old video recorder, was unnerving during that flashback. So it shaped his future, so to say. Mystery. There are plenty, yes. And pretty much most of them I am unfamiliar with. Or just flat out terrible. What changed? What, big trauma event happened? It might be a good way to actually get work done and get it to stick. If you can find studying as not being a chore or a hassle, for I don't know how old he would have been now, but kid to be holding a secret lesson. Where are you going all the time? From his parents and everyone else. Math fairy. Okay. Why is it on an echo? Strange request. But why did she decide to start this in the first place? Also, what architect did this attic? So he kept going back. Always has to be some puzzle or riddle. So how did the letters get left in the locker? I mean, it's fair enough. I don't believe Araki has done anything worthy of the animosity that has been given so far. He was told not to pry too deeply, and when things went awry, he tried a little, but ultimately complied. And how much has changed for the character since then? I wonder if there is any large, life-defining moments in my past that I've forgotten about. True, but that is life sometimes. There'd still be record of it. Why does everything have to be so complicated? I still don't think that would be enough for this hatred. Even if it is just being forgotten is painful, but yeah, there's something with those words. Yeah, slightly. Apologise for what, though? I think they're really expecting too much from a kid to look into the events. There has to be something else going on in the background. Yeah, that's okay, apart from that last panel. Relatively alright thought path, but magnanimous. Is there more that he's leaving out? Apologising and not knowing why he's apologising. Yeah, that would be quite insulting. Does Ogi actually exaggerate, or just give out what is necessary? Sometimes it's fun playing the fool. I only know what I know. Well, he's continued being good at maths and enjoying it, so how? I don't get it. Why would it be related to his parents being police? The thing is, though, it was all too convoluted to be of any actual use. So helping him get better grades and expecting something in return, yet not actually saying. I mean, even now, I might overlook it and be a bit dense, but expecting that of child Araragi? Is there a large spattering of buildings that are abandoned in this town? Someone's house? I didn't. I didn't expect any less, yeah. Her disappearing now makes it a bit more. Could it be that she was living alone? It was either a bad household or memory error. I was hoping for the living alone one, because that would have been the alternative. Does it though? Ah. It might be for the best though. If the family fell apart, then maybe she went with the better half of the parents. It seems quite a few people in this world suffer hardships like this growing up. Yes. Sposso. Hey. Yeah. He could have gotten them to investigate slightly, but he was given so much red tape. How are you going to fix something if you're being told differing things constantly? I can see why her anger might have been placed onto him. Ah. I still don't quite follow some of the thought patterns in this. But then again, people are irrational sometimes. especially in harsh situations. Especially when people don't always see what's right in front of them because they don't want to. Suppose that would be an issue. Hate is not a overly useful emotion to hold on to. Why did Hanakawa seem confused there? Do the others know about Ogi? I know Nadeko had interactions. Are you going with how did she know? If he made it a priority to not to tell people of his parents because it caused an issue, well, in case it causes an issue, then how would she become privy to that knowledge without prying into his life or being pushed by someone else? Metaphorical or literal door? How much of Aragi's memory is blank at this point? Things that he's forgotten. In an infinite loop. You're put the phrasing, and that was the ending. God damn it! But the phrasing there, whether she was there or not, is impossible to prove. Huh? Are you saying that before you open the door to find out, it's impossible to prove? Sure, maybe. But if you're going to do the history repeating itself kind of thing, where she's once again just vanished, that would be kind of poetic. The fact that he's dredging up all of this past memories and trying to remember and try to come to terms with things, and yet the one that is mostly affecting just disappears again and doesn't try to face it. I have several thoughts, and most of them coalesce on the fact that I think Aragi is unfairly treated in this one. Sometimes it is just his fault. But there definitely seems to be bigger powers at play here. And so far, there doesn't seem to be anything extraneous, supernatural, any aberrations surrounding all of this, like there is for everyone else. It's just a genuine kind of like bad home life situation and some kids trying to live through it. When does it change into a Monogatari story? And yes, I'm aware of the repetition with saying story, like that. I think Monogatari was always a bit confusing and tough to wrap my head around, but since the introduction of Ogi being interfering to the level that she is, it just made things harder. So thanks for that. But if you've enjoyed these episodes, and if you're enjoying Monogatari, you pretty well, damn well, have to make me aware of it. So, like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you want to make sure you don't miss anything, you can do the little bell icon and something change some settings. Now, I tried recording this almost after Steins Gate, and I don't believe that was a good idea. Far too much has gone through my head right now, so yeah. I'm definitely going to need a rest. Maybe you should too. Either way, see you on the next one. This channel wouldn't be possible without all of you, so really you have my gratitude. But honestly, those that deserve it more are definitely my Patreons. Flawed and Raywin. Flawed and Raywin are some pretty amazing people. Maybe you can be like them too. If you wish, just check the links in the description for Patreon. If not, enjoy the videos. And once again, thank you.